The Cardoon Empire once tried to invade Earth. At the time, it seemed so simple. Humanity had not even started conquering their own solar system, and their strongest weapons were laughably puny compared to the dreaded planet breakers of the Cardoon Empire. However, the alien invaders had made one fatal error. As cruel overlords that had conquered many star systems, it was no surprise that the Cardoon Empire would have many enemies. What they did not realize was that, a few years before their own arrival on Earth, a different race of alien refugees had made contact with humans. Known as the Scizoids, these alien refugees were intelligent worm-like aliens that needed hosts to survive and reproduce. The Scizoids were also supposed to be, according to Cardoon propaganda, a race of body-jacking aliens with a tendency to cause what humans would call maximum body horror. In spite of their intelligence and ability to create biological weapons, on par with even advanced technology, the Scizoids were essentially Stone Age in terms of technology, and were rendered almost extinct by technologically far superior Cardoon Empire. In fact, the refugees had to use a stolen Cardoon vessel to survive the complete destruction of their original homeworld. That very same vessel ended up on Earth, and, as some would say, the rest was history. To quote a shocked Cardoon general, when he first saw human soldiers massacring his men with shockingly symbiotic synzoid enhancements, such as grappling tentacles, bioswords, spine launchers, and carapace-plated fists, "How in the infernal depths did those puny humans manage to tame the Scizoids when we couldn't?" After the disastrous failed attempt to conquer Earth, which was partly due to sheer hubris, as only one capital ship with a few escort ships was sent to conquer Earth at the time, the Cardoon Empire tried to destroy the planet instead. However, humans were dangerously resourceful with not only the biological enhancements provided by the Scizoids, but also the technology and knowledge that they had taken from the defeated enemy soldiers. Before long, humanity led a galaxy-wide counterattack that pushed back against the borders of the Cardoon Empire. Needless to say, many other alien races rushed to become allies with the humans. While the aliens who wished to put an end to the Cardoon Empire never fully believed their propaganda, they were curious about how humans and Scizoids had managed to work together so well. They would later learn that Scizoids actually preferred willing hosts, as they were less stressful to live with, but were not against forceful parasitic takeover, if deemed as necessary for survival, hence proving that the propaganda was actually partly true. As stated previously, the Cardoon Empire were cruel overlords, so the very notion of willingly sharing power with anyone was simply madness to them. Humans, on the other hand, were actually alright with sharing a body with an intelligent alien, as long as they had given their consent. What was more, humans were disturbingly creative when it came to creating biological weapons, such as the dreaded Mind Flayer Maw, which could be used to forcibly extract information from an unlucky victim via literal consumption of neural tissue, and the equally horrifying Swarm Host, which released swarms of insectoid minions that could execute a wide variety of tasks, such as sabotage, and even forcibly take over the bodies of unwilling victims. Many allied alien races could not help but note the irony that, for all the horrifying body horror found in human fictional works, humans and their Scizoid allies ended up becoming the true artisans of inflicting such horror upon their enemies.